Hello, I am back. Way too soon. Surprising myself because my therapist is still out of town. So here we go. The L Word Generation Q, Season 2, Episode 1. What is happening? First, you get a nice recap. You're reminded of everything that happened. And you just want to know who did Sophie choose. Then, you see Sophie at Danny's rehearsal dinner, and I just genuinely thought that this was a dream. That either of them was having. You see Danny's dad talking, you don't believe a word he's saying because he didn't get good points back in season 1. Then you see it is legit. Turns out, Sophie didn't choose anyone, or half chose Danny only. You get a good old 15 hours earlier situation, which is Shane. You're glad to see that the dog is doing okay. Then after that, you don't see the dog again. We see the one and only Lena White. On the nightlife poker game situation, that to be honest, I didn't fully get. You're just glad to see Lena appeared in the L Word. You see Alice doing her thing. Now she's writing a book. Good for her. Nat and her has her own thing going on too. Then Gigi appears. Things are awkward. You realize that a part of you kind of misses the throuple. But Nat and Alice are not into it. Alice gets the idea of setting Gigi on a date, which is like, oh my god, I haven't seen the trailers. Who is it going to be? Spoiler alert, it is Beth. Speaking of Beth, she's meeting Tina's fiancé, and this situation has Greeting Spain all over it. Rosie O'Donnell is guest starring as the fiancé. Comedy entered the house. The Tibet shippers are suffering, regardless of whatever is happening. Then Angie wants to meet her donor, for some reason. You do you, Angie. And Betty's like, no, but Angie leaves her unseen. Then we see the Sophie and Danny situation, all getting stressed, at least in Danny's end. Sophie is stressed about the cheating situation. Cheating. But maybe not that much. Micah is still seeing Jose, aka the married man. Things don't look great. You still don't know what Micah is still doing there, but you do you, Micah. Alice talks to Sophie. Alice mentions Finley a lot, which turns out Finley was actually good at doing her job, so good for her. Or not that much, because she left. And also, Alice is apparently the cool boss. I mean, we always love Alice, so keep you doing your thing. Angie is still with her girlfriend. FOMO Angie. We see Beth, Shane, and Alice talking, which is always the best thing. Brings back memories. Beth throws hate, because that's just Beth thinks, especially regarding situations around Tina. Alice gets a brilliant idea. Shane is just doing Shane things. Beth gets a job, back at the arts. We love to see it. We don't love the white man, but whatever. Meanwhile, Alice mentions to Sophie that she called Finley, and Sophie's not that thrilled. She spills the tea, and Alice is like, okay, cool. I mean, Alice has been around for a while, and is very familiar with these situations. Now we're updated on the 15 hours that have passed. We're back at the rehearsal dinner. That after all wasn't a dream. Sophie's freaking out, because I guess that's what happens when you cheat, and then carry on with your wedding plans. Micah tells her that he knows about the tea, which is not that helpful. Sophie says that she has plans to tell Danny, which is lies. Angie talks to Beth about the donor situation. Turns out the situation is more complicated, but you keep doing you, Angie. Beth is at her setup date. Gigi arrives, and it is like plot twist, not something that they've been teasing a lot. The situation is not ideal, not a big fan of the Beth and Gigi thing. Then Tina shows up, which makes things a lot easier for Beth. The suggestion that Beth is still in love with Tina is thrown into the air. At this point the Tibet shippers are deceased. Then Gigi and Beth kissed, which is like, good for you, Beth, still not a big fan. Nat falls asleep in the middle of the hanky-panky. That hurts Alice, because falling asleep in the middle of a hanky-panky is always ideal. The situation of Shane is complicated, because it turns out that she tried to flirt with Lena White's fictional wife. And we've been down this road before. Just hope that Shane gets therapy soon. We love to see Tessa back again. Nothing but love for Jamie Clayton. Sophie and Danny talk. Not about the cheating, but about Danny having a crush on Beth. Which is like, oh my god, same girl. Everyone has a crush on Beth. But since we're on the subject, make this happen. Just a suggestion. Sophie and Danny do the hanky-panky, but whatever. You just want Sophie to spill the tea. Then, the wedding. The tension is here. We love to see the Tess and Shane dynamic. Hope they help each other, because sometimes I worry way too much about Shane's well-being. Sophie calls Alice. She's freaking out about the situation, but just not enough to tell the truth to Danny, because if she would just say it, this wouldn't be the L word. Nat is talking to someone that, to be honest, I'm not sure who she is. But Alice is worried. Turns out, Alice and Nat are not doing that good. I thought they were. I don't know why did I have this idea. Wedding is happening! Danny looks like $1 million. Everything is going well, but then Finley arrives and chants her love to Sophie, and the episode ends. What? Like, same cliffhanger as last season. Sophie choosing. Now, just the drama is bigger. But I was hoping to have the answer by now. We've waited for a year and I have to know what is going on. I guess waiting another week won't hurt. I'm not a big fan of Sophie and Danny, to be honest, because my gay ass just wants to see Danny with Beth, and Sophie would be better with Finley. I'm not a big fan of Alice and Nat either, but I will never get over Dana and Alice, so we'll see how that goes. I know that a lot of you just want to see Carmen with Shane again, but I'm a bigger shipper of Shane on therapy now, and then we'll go from there. Again, Beth and Danny, and that's pretty much it. Lots of drama, cheating, laughing, drinking, kissing, and the L-word intro. We're excited to see where the show goes. Hope you enjoyed this. To my 68 subscribers, you're the reason why I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face. Help a get out with a like, subscribe, you know the drill. And I hope to see you soon. Sending lots of love. Bye.